No one in the Café Luna would have thought that evening that their entire life would change in just a few minutes. Sarah tied the white apron tighter around her waist and took a deep breath. It was her third double shift that week. Her feet ached, her shoulders were tense, but she forced herself to smile friendly. She needed this job. After the divorce, the unpaid bills, and the responsibility for her little sister, she had no other choice. The Luna was a modern cafe with light wooden tables, large windows, and warm lights. Usually, a peaceful place. But that evening, a group of teenagers was sitting in the back corner, loud, disrespectful, and obviously drunk. Sarah knew this would lead to trouble. "Can I get you anything else?" she asked politely, holding the tray steady in her hand. "A milkshake and make it quick," one of the boys said, grinning at his friends. Sarah nodded. Minutes later, she returned. Burger, fries, milkshake, everything perfectly arranged. But as soon as she reached the table, one of the boys deliberately bumped into her. The milkshake splashed over the edge. "Watch where you're going," he laughed loudly. "I'm sorry," Sarah said reflexively, even though she knew full well it wasn't her fault. "I'll bring a new one right away." "Too late," another said. "That's on you now." Laughter. The guests at the neighboring tables glanced over briefly and then looked away. No one wanted to get involved. Sarah felt the blood rushing to her face. She wanted to leave, just leave. But then one of the boys suddenly grabbed her arm. "Stick around," he said mockingly. "Please let me go," Sarah said quietly but firmly. But instead of releasing her, another boy pushed her from behind. The tray tipped. Glasses shattered on the floor. The burger slid across the table. A loud crash. Silence. Sarah lost her balance. Two hands grabbed at her dress and tore the fabric. "Stop," she cried out in panic. The boys laughed and then shoved her. Sarah stumbled forward, catching herself. Just in time on the table. Her heart was racing. Tears welled up in her eyes. The whole cafe saw it. Everyone, but no one moved until a deep, calm voice cut through the room. "Enough." A man was standing at the entrance. No one had noticed when he had come in. He wore a simple dark coat. No expensive jewelry, no flashy style, but something about his posture immediately silenced everyone. He slowly walked toward the group. "Let her go," he said calmly. "And who are you?" one of the boys mocked. The man looked at him. Someone who doesn't look away. He positioned himself between Sarah and the boys. "Are you okay?" he asked her quietly. Sarah nodded even though her hands were shaking. She began but her voice broke. The man turned back to the boys. "You apologize right now, or what?" One laughed. "You going to throw us out?" The man reached into his coat pocket. "Not for a weapon, not for money." He pulled out his phone. "Good," he said calmly. "Then we'll listen now." He dialed a number. "Yes," he said into the phone. "This is Daniel Weber. I need the police at Café Luna. Harassment and assault. I have it all on video." The boys turned pale. "Wait, we were just joking around." "Joking," Daniel repeated calmly, "is when everyone laughs." He hung up. At that moment, the cafe owner came running over. "What's going on here?" Daniel looked at him. "Your waitress was attacked and you did nothing." The owner stammered. "I didn't want any trouble." Daniel nodded slowly. "Then you're getting it now." A few minutes later, the police arrived. The boys were led away under the gazes of the guests, who were suddenly very interested. Sarah sat on a chair, trembling, her head lowered. Daniel handed her a glass of water. "You're safe now." "Thank you," she whispered. No one helped." "I know," he said quietly. The cafe owner cleared his throat. "Sarah, maybe you should go home early today." Daniel turned slowly to him. "No," he said calmly. "She's not going." "Excuse me." Daniel pulled a business card from his pocket and placed it on the table. The owner read it and went chalk white. "Daniel Weber, CEO of the Luna Group." "The Luna Group," he stammered. Daniel nodded. "The company that owns this cafe." Silence. "And as of this moment," Daniel continued, "you are no longer the operator." The man slumped in on himself. Daniel turned back to Sarah. "You have two options," he said kindly. "You can go home today and decide tomorrow if you want to come back." Sarah swallowed. "And the second," Daniel smiled gently, "you come to my office tomorrow. We need someone with courage and dignity." Sarah looked at him in disbelief. "Why me?" Because you stood your ground, he said. Even when they tried to push you down, tears ran down Sarah's cheeks. The next morning, she entered an office with glass walls for the first time. View over the city. Daniel was already waiting. Welcome, he said. From today, you're part of a new beginning. And as the Café Luna reopened outside, Sarah knew sometimes it only takes one moment, one person to turn a humiliated waitress into a woman no one would ever push around.